Happy fall, all you fabulous people out there. We're so happy you can join us again for another reading of Saving Sadie. And here we go. We just want to stay out here. Sadie and I just want to stay out here because it is just absolutely incredible. It's almost 80 degrees out here and I'm like, whew, puffing away. However, let's start reading. Sadie was taking more than 25 vitamins, minerals, and supplements twice a day. It usually took me about 45 minutes per session. Do you believe that? It's true. To get all these pills and tablets into her by hiding them in raw meat and feeding her each pill individually with a special spoon. I never knew for sure how many pills actually ended up inside of Sadie or how many ended up on the kitchen floor. But then Dr. Jody introduced me to a new product she was carrying at the clinic called Goofer and suggested Sadie and I try it. Goofer was a delivery system for pills and supplements. It had been designed primarily for cats, but worked just as well for dogs. Goofer comes in a tube and is a paste made out of smoked wild salmon, cornstarch, and water. What do you see out there? What do you see out there? Something interesting? Maybe a treat, perhaps? Yes, a treat? Oh, look it. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yes, okay, the pill or supplement is crushed into powder, mixed with the Goofer paste, and then fed to the animal. Or, in the case of cats, a paste mixture can be also spread onto the fur, like onto the paw or anything, just like with Sadie, right? And they'll lick it off and thereby ingest the vitamin or supplement. When I took Goofer home and tried it, Sadie loved it immediately. Perhaps because she loved canned cat food so much, the salmon flavor of the paste appealed to her right away, and she happily consumed her crushed up pills. For me, the product was a godsend, saving me about 45 minutes, cutting down on my dosing time to 10 minutes per session, freeing up more than an hour of my day in total time saved. What are you looking at? I was so impressed with the product that I wrote to the inventor and founder of Goofer, Barbara Capelli, and asked her if I might get a discount on Goofer if I ordered in bulk. She was very kind and sent me a large shipment of the product, and we started a casual correspondence. Just a few weeks later, she asked me out of the blue, how would Sadie like to become the official celebrity spokespuppy for Goofer? That way you could join me in Hollywood in January to help promote Goofer at the gifting party before the Golden Globe Awards. The Golden Globes? How could I possibly pass up a situation like that? What an opportunity. Because this story continues, that's going to be part one of our story. But stay tuned about going to the Golden Globes because what an experience very few people get. And we're very, very lucky. Right, Sadie? We're very lucky, aren't we? So thanks so much for everything. And I do have to show you something. A little known, watch, she won't do it now. A little known fact is Sadie loves ice. Ice cubes, one of her favorite. And it's a really good way for me to get, of course, cough, some extra water into her system. So there you go. Stay tuned for part two of the Golden Globes. We'll see you sooner than you think. Hey, thank you for joining us for part two of the story about being invited to the Golden Globes. What? The Golden Globes? What are you doing, sweetie? What's so fascinating? That's okay. I was floored. I hadn't known Barbara long, but I was intrigued by the possibility about going to the Golden Globes. This was just too good of an opportunity to miss, and we quickly made arrangements for the trip. Barbara, who's originally from Italy and now living in Hawaii, so we met in Los Angeles. It took some juggling to rearrange my work schedule and also make arrangements for Jeff, my dog sitter, to babysit Sadie, Sparky, Miss Kitty, and Kit Kat while I was away. But happily, all the pieces fell into place. When we finally met at our hotel in Los Angeles, We clicked immediately. And the gifting party was truly a whirlwind experience. We met a lot of people. There you go. We met a lot of people, like a lot of celebrities, things like that. And Joanne Worley from the 60s TV show Laugh-In, Joan Van Ark, many, many, many people we met. The gifting party, again, was a whirlwind experience, something like a very upscale trade show, as we set up our display in a large ballroom with plush carpeting and low, elegant lights. Everybody was handing out gift bags to the celebrities who came by, and that gave us an opportunity to tell everybody Sadie's story. I thought I'd connected with a lot of new people and widened Sadie's sphere of influence at our local Christmas parades and other events. I could only imagine how much farther our message was being broadcast now. Sometimes I had to pinch myself here. Here I was, just an unassuming girl from small town Wisconsin, rubbing shoulders with Hollywood's movers and shakers and the entertainment industry elite. And you know what? Once again, it was all because of Sadie, I thought. Then sent up a silent prayer for the angels to watch over her. Any place safe where Sadie could be while I was gone. The truth was, I really missed her and our other 3 fur babies, and I couldn't wait to get back home to see them and tell them all about my trip. Where are you going? Get that trip. Get that treat. Get that treat. Barbara and I, leaves are falling. Barbara and I barely had a free moment to talk during the party, but when we had dinner at our hotel later that night, she asked me if I joined her at another gifting party. This time, the pre-Oscars party in Hollywood in March. I immediately said yes, even without being sure I could juggle my work schedule and arrange pet sitting with Jeff. I'll find a way to make it work somehow, I promised myself. Opportunities like this don't come around every day, and I've learned from Sadie, yeah, from you, that sometimes you just need to take that leap of faith, cross your fingers and pause, and have confidence that it will all work out. And you know what? That's been our story all along. Take the leap of faith. It will work out for you. I promise you, it will. Just have faith. So what we're going to do now is we are going to sign off for today. Hope this weather holds. It's just been an absolute wonderful experience. And you again in the peanut gallery over there, who's out there helping me today, I hope that you took that sneeze and you coughed in your elbow. Thank you. Whoever you are, you know who it is. Thanks so much for helping today. And again, thank you all. SavingSadie.com. See you soon. Hi, everybody out there. As you all know, it's been kind of a bumpy ride for Sadie and me lately, but we're back to read from Sadie's book. And this is about being on the Balancing Act, which is part of the Lifetime Network that Sadie was on. So we're going to talk about Olga Villaverde, who is the host of the Balancing Act. So after Olga summarized the rest of Sadie's story, the scene returned to the studio and Olga introduced Barbara and me. Joelle, let me start with you, Olga pivoted toward me. How is Sadie doing now? It's been an incredible journey, Olga, I replied. It's been amazing. From the day I picked her up, she taught me just absolutely so much. Sadie absolutely absorbs life, and she teaches other people about acceptance. And I think we can all learn about acceptance right about now. I think that Sadie's going to be snoozing during this segment, and that's okay. You know what's amazing? And we've talked about this on the phone before you came here. You told me about that emotionally, but she's been through so much, and yet she's a happy dog. Olga marveled. She's amazingly happy, I emphasize. She has no memory whatsoever of what happened to her. Then Olga asked me, yeah, Olga, do you remember that? Yeah, you do, Sadie. Then Olga asked me about Sadie's medications, and I showed her the shoebox that I had brought from home that had been all bottles of Sadie's pills and supplements. Olga looked astonished when I told her that Sadie took 25 pills twice a day. Ah, yeah, who does that? And which gave us a nice segue into talking about Goofer and the difference it had made in our lives. Barbara then explained what Goofer is and demonstrated how it works by taking one of Sadie's pills and crushing it with the back of a spoon until it was all powder. Then squeezed out a length of Goofer from the tube and mixed it well with a tiny spatula. It camouflages the taste of the pill, Barbara explained. You know, some pills taste worse than others. Don't we all know that? Once the powder has been fully mixed into the paste, Barbara handed me the spatula with the Goofer. I held it out to Sadie, and she licked it clean with 3 quick, committed swipes of her tongue. Yes, go Sadie. That's my girl. Perfectly on cue, just like an old pro. Having hit her mark, Sadie went back to relaxing in front of the camera, which is sometimes what she does best. Right, Sadie? Yes, absolutely. Her chin resting contentedly on the edge of the wagon. For you, I can only imagine this was a lifesaver, Joelle, Olga said. An absolute lifesaver, I replied, because you can only imagine if Sadie takes this many pills per day. Whoops, don't let your baby go. Yeah, be careful. Anybody out there, any viewer who has to give their dog or cat 1 or 2 pills a day, it's going to be an absolute godsend to them. And that's why Sadie loves Goofer. It's wild-caught salmon, water, cornstarch, and it's just absolutely amazing. So easy to give Sadie pills. Now, she doesn't take the 25 she used to, but she still takes a pill a day, a couple pills for anything that she needs. Everything varies all the time. So we want to thank you so much again for watching Saving Sadie, How a Dog No One Wanted Inspired the World. And she has these little puppies that are available on her website. She also has her pocket size edition, which is great for traveling. And don't forget her Spanish edition, which looks a little bit different. The audio version, oh my goodness, I don't know what I would do without that. You just play it in the car, you play it wherever. The audio version is absolutely a godsend. It really is. So we want to thank you again for joining us. Sadie's snoozing right now, and we'll see you again for another story time. Love you all.